Welcome back to the world's worst fishing, everybody. I'm Chris Jones, and thank you so much for being here today. So we are we're gonna make a ton of worms, and they're gonna be super shifty worms, ColorShift and HyperShift. We're taking like 10 different HyperShifts and ColorShift pigments. We're gonna mix them all together in the cooking pot. We're running almost a gallon of plastic, and let's see how much we can get. And I'm curious to see what all of these expensive, high-end pigments look like all mixed together. So I think it's going to be really cool. Simple Jack is in the shop today, so he's going to be helping out. And yeah, I think this is going to be fun. Now Fonzie over at Dip Your Car, he's done pretty much the same thing. He mixed like all the HyperShifts together in his Plasta Dip. And that was a super cool video, and I said, hey, we've got to try that with soft plastic lure making. So here we go. Are you a good doggy? What about you? Are you a good doggy? Say yes, we're both good doggies. You look like a deer. Doesn't that one kind of look like a cross between a dog, a llama, and a deer? Yeah, we picked her up on the side of the road. So here's my disgusting corner of the shop where I keep all my plastic buckets. Happy Jack has been using my silicone hand pour mold to try to learn how to hand pour, and those look pretty rough, but everybody's got to start somewhere, buddy. So today we're using this right here, worm plastic, because we're going to make a ton of worms. So that's the black bucket sinking worm plastic, and let's go look at our setup today. Okay, so here's our setup for today, and we'll probably kind of rotate out these molds. We'll run a bunch with these, and then probably do some other ones as well. So we have a ton of the worm plastic here, and this is just your average Presto cooking pot. Yeah, there it is, Presto cooking pot. 25 bucks at Walmart. Here are the ColorShifts and HyperShifts, but we'll get into those after a bit. So we're gonna start by running a bunch of 7-inch ribbon tails, 9-inch ribbon tails, then the Angling AI Fat Mag. Yeah, so basically whenever you're cooking with these pots, there's two ways you can do it. You can measure out the plastic in your big Pyrex cups and heat it up first in the microwave and then transfer to the pot. Or you can just put it in cold and turn the pot on and cook it gradually. So let me, yeah, there we go. It's not focused, there it is. So we're going to turn it to about 350, and 20 minutes later we'll have cooked plastic. Now you want to put the lid on, of course, and one of the good things about cooking it in a pot is that it heats it up slow. It doesn't really abuse the plastic like a microwave does. Your chances of scorching the plastic are pretty much nil. Yeah, don't do well, that's, yeah, get that out of my face. How do you even do that? That's old remelt. Like, I wouldn't set that on the floor. It might shatter the cup. Oh, yeah, he's got a mess. Anyway, folks, use safety at all times, please, when you do this. We're about to get started. All right, so we're about halfway there. We're in the warm liquid goo phase. Does anybody get that? Austin Powers? No, that's actually, wow, I'm old. I'm talking about Austin Powers. Anyway, we're in the warm liquid goo phase, and we should be about 10 minutes from, you know what, whatever. We're about 10 minutes away. Okay, there we go. All right, dude, you ready?
Yes.
Here we go. We're gonna add the black. Boom.
Sweet.
We're gonna add quite a bit of it too. This is more than my normal cup of plastic, you know what I'm saying?
This is what, almost a gallon?
Yeah, this was almost a gallon. I think this was 12 cups. What's a gallon? 16 cups? I don't know. Somebody in the comments tell me. I should know these things. Yeah, look at that. Even that is like super light. I need a lot more pigment. Yeah, you can still see the knife. I want it a little more saturated than that, so. Load her up. Stag them up.
It's gonna be sweet.
Yeah, we're really gonna send this one, y'all. All right. Oh yeah. Let's see what we got. Oh,
there we go.
Billy.
Way better.
All right. Let's add some of the first powders here in just a second. Okay, so here's a collection of HyperShift and then some ColorShift. So we have several of sort of the purple shifting ones, purples and greens, ZGA, which is incredible by itself. Y'all have seen this one a lot on my channel, ZTG. We've used the Alien and the Nordic quite a bit. So that's the lineup today. We're going to take a scoop out of each and see what happens. All right, we're going to start. I just touched my hand on the pot. Wow. All right, we're going to start with ZTG. This is a green to blue shift. And if you guys have seen the green ColorShift shad color that I do, that color right there gets used a lot. So if we, yeah, just look at that. Absolutely spectacular.
Swirl.
Mm-hmm. Just get it mixed in here. I need bigger knives, bigger mixing tools.
Golly, look at the swirl.
Mm-hmm. Next up is going to be this Alien Pearl. Let me get it in focus there. Yeah, this stuff is super cool. I like to use this as like the belly color for a shad color, and it just works really well, in my opinion. So there's that right there. Oh yeah. All right. And then sort of in the same sentence, we're going to add this Nordic ColorShift, which is very similar. So we're going to get a nice scoop of that going. Yeah.
I like that.
It's basically the same thing, but it's just a turquoise version. And then one of my favorites, the ZGA. This stuff is absolutely smoking hot. So let me grab a scoop of that. Oh yeah. All right, let's get these mixed in and see what happens. I'm gonna zoom in the camera just a bit, and we're gonna go ahead and start stirring. Oh yeah. Look at all that, man. It's gonna take a while to stir this in. Yeah, super cool. Okay, here's some ZTP. This stuff is super awesome. Let's take a look. It's a real kind of purple and greenish almost. Okay. And then we're gonna add another similar one here, ZTX. Alrighty. If I can get it ready. Yeah. Oops. Yeah, a lot of that one. This is like $100 of ColorShift pigment going in here. Then, or HyperShift ZTU. Sorry, I'm trying to do this slow so that I don't spill this stuff. Oh, look how like brilliant purple that is.
That's awesome.
That's not even real. Doesn't even look real. And then last but not least, ZTM. So things are about to get mighty purple up in here. Alright. Get some of that going. See, and they're all similar, but they're all different. So they definitely each have their own look. Alrighty. Look at all this madness. Look at that. Look at that. It's like a challenge just to get it all mixed in, you know? Okay, now we're gonna add one of my favorites, ZTF. This is another one that's different than the other ones. Yeah, super cool. Look at that.
Jeez.
That's pretty neat stuff. Yeah, there's a lot going on here. Okay, so yes, that is an entire 5-gram bag of this stuff. Of let's see, which one was it? I lost the package. That's one of the purple HyperShifts. And I just decided, you know what? We're just gonna dump the whole thing in. So that is a massive amount of pigment. We're probably done after this. Okay, let's do our first run of worms here. So I have my new quality injector here. So we're gonna do sort of the first run there, and we're gonna try and get the 2 7-inch worms. Okay, so bass tackle 7-inch ribbon tail. Then on the back here I have the Angling AI mid mag. So I think I have enough to get that one. That's a big worm. Okay. Top these off. Back in the pot. Yeah. Alright, and then now we're going to use the old Bait Junkies injector to get our other worms over here. So that's the 9-inch ribbon tail. Okay. This way we have all the molds full. So we'll have lots of stuff to take out. And who knows if these will like actually look good. You know, it may have been better off just adding like 1 or 2 color shifts and just sticking to one effect. But I've kind of always wanted to mix them together, and I said, hey, if I'm going to do it, I'm going to do a lot of it. Okay, everybody, drum roll please. Alright, kind of didn't know what to play there. Let's see if the color shift effect comes through. Well, it definitely does in person. Let's see. Alright. Yeah, maybe that'll kind of let you see a little bit of what's happening. It's definitely not my favorite effect. I've laminated like a green and one of the purples before, and that turned out killer. But man, in person those are actually really good. I would say the only downside is that you don't see each individual effect really anymore. There's so much in there that I think overall they're kind of covering each other up a bit. But a little while ago, I took some of the just kind of leftovers that were on the table out into the sunlight, and in the sunlight, it's pretty nasty. It's super cool stuff. But we're gonna make a ton of these, and I think that's gonna be super cool. All right, and now for the second 7-inch worm. Get these out. Okay. Yeah, so there's our first group of 7-inchers. Alright, now let's get some of the big worm. Grab these. Okay, there's the bigger worm. And grab the other big worm real fast. Oh yeah, there's some sunlight down here coming in. Yeah, that's the kicker, is seeing it in natural light. And no, I don't mean cheap beer. Alright, we're gonna throw those in the bath. And then let's look at this mid-mag. And it's time for the next round of these. Alrighty. There we go. So the top one didn't fill in. I didn't fill it up enough times. Heh. Pretty neat. Such a good mold too. Alright, here we go.
Ready?
I'm ready.
Alright.
You can get the 2 big worms or the 2 little worms plus the mid-mag.
2 big ones.
2 big ones? Those are the little ones.
Oh.
Here, get a little one, a big one, and the mid. Alright, yeah, there you go. It's nice being able to film somebody else doing this, you know? Instead of just me doing everything.
This thing's smooth.
Dude, isn't that thing smooth? Oh yeah.
Money.
Cap off that mid-mag one more time. That one drinks.
Yeah, it does.
Oh yeah, it drinks.
Dude, the color.
Alright.
Digging it.
Yeah, we got sunlight coming in the shop. There you go, man. Oh yeah.
Jeez, it's like galaxy.
Yeah. Yeah, so in this light setting here, you can kind of see some of the effect. Oh gosh, music just kicked back on. Okay, so we've got quite a few of these made here. Tons of them. So we're going to transfer these out and run a few more. And then what we decided to do, we're gonna make some more worms using ColorShift after I'm done running the rest of the plastic from the pot here. And we're gonna kind of show you maybe how you would actually use it if you were to buy some of this stuff. And really show you, I think, a better way to use it. Obviously mixing it together, all of it together, you never know what you're gonna get. But, you know, as I've demonstrated on the channel before, this stuff is really cool when used correctly. So we're gonna use 2 HyperShift colors and laminate them in a worm, and I think you're gonna be super impressed. Well, like by the color, not like with just my bait making. Okay, so here we have our dead on plastic worm blend, and looking nice and see-through. Hey, answer Terry Scroggins' call. Sorry, just kind of phone call. Yeah, so what I'm gonna do is I'm going to add a little bit of black to each side. I'm gonna black base it, so to speak, and then we'll add our color shifts on top of that. So yeah, this is going to be cool, and really this is the right way to do this stuff. Now you don't have to black base it, but doing a laminate like this, I want a lot of saturation and a lot of contrast. If you see some of my swim baits where I'm using HyperShift, I'm adding it straight to the clear plastic because I want to maintain that see-through illusion look that you want to get in those hand pours, but you still get the shifting effect, obviously. So next what we're going to do is add the actual pigments, and then we'll run these laminates. Okay, so we're going to do the ZTP on this side, and I'm excited to see these. I've made this before, and somebody bought them from Instagram, but I haven't filmed these, so yeah, that's going to be cool. This is a 1/4 teaspoon. Yeah, just look at that right there on that spoon. Oh man, so cool.
That reminds me of the new like Ike series.
Yeah. That's like Ike and Ellie's rod reels, and then his truck, I think, is painted in that. So yeah, there again, you know, this is all that automotive stuff. All right, and then for the other side, CTG. I don't know what these letters actually stand for, but it's all, oh yeah, just look at that. Oh yeah. Gotta like actually get it.
Gosh.
Gotta actually get it.
Just that.
Worms and just that, I know. Yeah, and see how when it's just one color by itself, the actual shift effect is so much more obvious. So, but you know, I knew it'd be fun to mix them all together and see what they looked like. So, yeah, dude, look at that. Just look at that by itself. See how it kind of goes to blue too, green and blue.
Jeez.
So yeah, this is how you really want to use this stuff. All right, now I'm gonna run these two real quick. Got the dual injector. So here we go. Alright. Why is that not in focus? Get in focus. There we go. Oh. Hey, dude, can you put my left glove on my left hand without touching my hand because you're weird?
Yeah.
Right. A little strange. Alright. Alright, drum roll, please. Alright, y'all, here we go. Let's see how these did. Oh, yes, indeed. Hey, get off the phone and come look at these.
Alright.
Yeah, you can talk to your old lady when you get home.
We're filming. I gotta go.
Oh.
Alright, bye.
There it is, guys. Now that is a HyperShift worm. Woo, baby. Look at that. Golly.
Those are the best.
There it is. Y'all, and honestly, y'all, that's simple to do. Like, if you get some of these pigments, which affiliate link in the description below, your support helps keep the channel going. But if you want to get some of these, it's so easy. I mean, you can create effects like that pretty much your first time. You know, that's just straight black base and then the pigments. So all you got to do is just be able to run a laminate. Oh my gosh.
Those are literally the prettiest arms ever.
I mean, is that not it? All right, look at this, y'all. Oh yeah. There it is. Super cool. That's it. Easy, easy, easy. Anyone can do it. And it's just mind-blowing when you use it the right way. You know, mixing them all together was a gamble, but I wanted to see what it would do, and I was like, yeah, if I'm going to do it, I'm going to mix up a ton of plastic. But, yep, we're going to run just a few more of those, and then we're going to sign this one off. Okay, y'all, there it is. So, that's basically a recap of everything. We have this ginormous mound of worms that have all of these in there, and I think, yeah, also had those two, but they didn't really fit well. I don't know, whatever. Guess they fit. Yeah, so just to kind of compare and contrast, those are obviously the ones that we did last, just laminating those two color shifts, and you can really see the effect. Gorgeous laminate. Mixing them all together, it's still really cool, but I think you kind of have to see it in person because I'm looking at the viewfinder, and it just kind of looks like a metallic black. However, there's a bunch of craziness going on in it. These are probably the most expensive worms I've ever made. So I'm sure I'll wind up giving them to Happy Jack because that seems to be what happens. So I hope you enjoy them, buddy. But yeah, no, I hope you guys enjoyed the episode today. Sort of a fun novelty, but you know, hey, I learned not to mix multiple HyperShifts together because you won't get the effect that you want. You know, I think you're better off using it in small quantities, sparingly, especially in a swim bait setting, or laminating two together. But I don't really think you want to mix them all together. So, hey, now we all know. But, yeah, I highly recommend picking up this stuff. It's super cool. I mean, those right there are, yeah, I mean, he said it, the best. So, we're going to sign off for the night. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you want to pick some of these up, I got an affiliate link in the description below. Yeah, my boy Fonzie will hook you up. Super great guy, super great company. And let me know in the comments below which one you like better. I'm assuming it's going to be that one. But I always have to ask. And if you've done something like this before, I'd love to hear about it. So also comment below. And I'm going to bed. So see ya.